1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
You are listening to Connections, a place to learn about and celebrate creative approaches to healthcare, education, and wellness. Each week, we explore new ways that creativity can reach and connect individuals in all stages of health and wellness. Join us as our host, Bree Gordon, board-certified music therapist and managing partner with the Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute, interviews professionals, volunteers, and community members from healthcare and educational backgrounds. If you are at home or near a computer, you can join us via live streaming video at facebook.com/connectionsbyaria. We hope you enjoy the program and find new ways to bring the joy of creativity into your life and the lives of those you love. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You are listening to and watching Connections. I'm your host, Bree Gordon, board-certified music therapist here locally in beautiful sunny South Florida with the Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute. If you're joining us for the first time, I'm so glad you found us, whether it's at 95.3 FM, 1470 AM on iHeartRadio or on Facebook Live at facebook.com/connectionsbyaria. If you are home or a passenger not driving behind the wheel of a car, I always want to specify that. I do encourage you to check out the live video stream at the Facebook page for a couple reasons. One, we're talking art today here. We're talking art in the form of jewelry. You're going to want to see this today. We'll try to describe it over the radio as best as possible, but I really want you to see this. So you can see the full episode live on our Facebook page, but it's also archived there. So if you need to step away for any reason or want to check out any past shows, you can see all of our shows there saved on the Facebook page. So if you're joining for the first time, I'm so thrilled to have you. Last week we celebrated 100 shows, which just blows my mind that that's a reality and that I've had this opportunity for 2 years now. I think this week is 2 years since I had my first show. And it's just been incredible. I've had the opportunity to meet so many people, to bring so many of my friends on, colleagues, coworkers that are just doing some really incredible things out there in the community and that maybe you don't really know about, that you don't really know what's going on. And today's kind of a story about that too, that I just stumbled upon and have been so excited to have the opportunity to shine a light on today. But this idea kind of came about for me because I happen to have a job that not many people know about or understand, and that's kind of fun for me. I mean, I did some traveling over the weekend and got away just for 48 hours girls trip with my mom and Graham. If you guys are watching, they're still together. I flew back for work and for the show tonight. But if you guys are still watching, thank you for a wonderful weekend. I love you guys. I had the best time, the three of us together. It's been a long time since we've had that, so that was amazing. And to my best friend Carrie, who gives me her flight benefits without even thinking about it and just lets me fly all over. I couldn't do this without you as well, so thank you. And in my travel journeys of my standby life of waiting to see if maybe I can get that, my seat was literally C61 on Southwest last night. I was like, I don't think that's a real thing. I think they're lying to me. I think I'm spending the night in Baltimore. My friend assured me, no, it's a bigger plane. You'll be on. There's not even a spot in line for me. It's real. And I got on the plane and I got to sit in the middle seat, of course, between this lovely couple who had grown up where I grew up in Rochester, New York, and who lived about a block from me in South Florida, because this is how life works. And they asked me that fabulous question of, what do you do? And it's excitement for me mixed with a little bit of, this is going to be a long conversation, you know, because I can't say, oh, I'm a teacher or a fireman or anything that people understand when I say a music therapist. It tends to have some questions, which is exciting. I love a chance to educate. Not sure if I always love it at 9 p.m. after 12 hours of traveling, but I'm still open to the opportunity. And I'm so glad that I went there, because what I learned was that this couple had a grandchild with Down syndrome and autism, a co-diagnosis, and they had just come from a wedding. And they said the joy was watching this grandchild get on that dance floor and dance to the music and get so into every song. And if there was music playing, he was out there and he got everybody else out there too. And the way they just described that, described him as being such a gift to their family, and the way that music spoke to him and helped him connect with others, it was so cool. And it just made me think, you know, and actually this woman's cousin was a music therapist. This never happens. I mean, it was really, really one of those things where I was just sat there for a reason, you know, whether they were excited about that or not in the moment, as I'm the last person on the plane. I'm like, hey, can I sit in your middle seat? But it all worked out for a reason. And because I've had so many of these airplane experiences, these elevator experiences of, you know, kind of answering that question, what is it that you do? What exactly is that? You know, how does that work? Does that work? It's opened so many doors for me. It's incredible. I'm looking at 5 years, you know, working with Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute and being a business owner and growing this business from 2 contracts to nearly 60 contracts now. And because of these conversations of who are you? What do you do? Why do you do it? What does it do for others? I get to live my dream, you know? And so, long story short, or I guess long story long, this is why I'm so thrilled to get to do this show and to show that there are so many people out there like myself, doing what they love to do, getting creative with it. You know, creativity is a big part of this show. We talk a lot about the impact of music, the impact of art, of anything that just a little bit unique, special, outside of the box way to reach people, to connect them, to help them communicate, to comfort them, and to help them really achieve goals together. Now, that may look like a professional working with a patient or a client or volunteers. That may look like someone in the community, you know, 2 community members helping each other. And that also looks like businesses helping each other. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I've been on this kick of some of my favorite C words, connection, obviously, creativity, community. Charity came up last week. I'm going to keep talking about that one today. And we just are so much stronger as a community when we come together and support one another. So if you have ever listened to the show before, you know about my passion for working with the Alzheimer's Association, volunteering with the Alzheimer's Association, and we've got this Dancing with the Stars event coming up. So I'm definitely going to start by talking about that because it's next Thursday. Like my last dance lesson, I'm stuttering because I'm trying to comprehend this. My last dance lessons this week. I have dress rehearsal this week. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last week was just a ball. I got to have Vince, my dance partner, on. I got to have one of my best friends, Whitney, on. Whitney Burbank from WPBF News is also in the competition, and this thing is going to be so fun. I mean, I got into this for like Dancing with the Stars, my favorite show. I've always wanted to learn how to dance. It's going to be a blast, but I'm horrible. I'll sit back and laugh at myself someday. Oh, I am in this thing. Like, I am in it to win it. I don't know if I'm actually good, but in my head, I got this. I got my costume in the mail. Oh, it's just going to be fabulous. You don't want to miss this. It is happening at the Crest Theater in downtown Delray. The address for that is 51 North Swinton Ave, Delray Beach, Florida, 33444. Again, it's next Thursday, October 5th, from 1 to 4 p.m. It says, come cheer on our local stars paired with professionals from the Fred Astaire Dance Studio. Again, we talked to Vince last week, who's co-owner of that studio. Myself and Whitney, who you met last week, are going to be 2 of the stars. several different individuals working mostly in the healthcare community are also going to be paired with dancers. Everybody looks great. It's going to be so much fun. The MC is Dean Tendrick, and we have a guest speaker, Dr. James Galvin, who's actually going to speak to the diagnosis, talk about Alzheimer's, provide some information to the community about the diagnosis and why it is so important that we all work together to find a cure, to advance research in this area. Tickets are $55 and can be purchased directly at the Crest Theater at Old School Square in Delray Beach. You can call them at 561-243-7922. They also have an online link for purchasing. I think you can find that through their website, but I'll also post it on our connections page so you can check it out there. So again, it's next Thursday. And the reason that it's during the day, that's been kind of, I've heard some feedback. Well, it's during the day. I can't get there during the day. But they have discounted tickets for seniors that live in any kind of senior living community. And so this is really made accessible for them to enjoy as well, which is why my song selection is, from the 1940s, music that my clients, my patients have taught me through the years. I wanted to reflect that. We've got some swing, some Lindy, some Charleston, all sorts of fun stuff that I've heard about through my last 10 years of working in memory care and now get to experience the joy of. So again, that's Dancing with the Stars next Thursday, October 5th, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock at Old School Square in downtown Delray. I cannot wait. I am so excited for this. Before we get into talking to our guest today, I just want to take a minute to acknowledge, last week we were kind of reeling and recovering from Hurricane Irma. We didn't even have a show 2 weeks ago because the studio didn't have power. Even last week it was kind of flickering on and off. So we're starting to get back in the groove of things here and recover here, but certainly want to honor that that's not the case for those our friends and family members that we're thinking of in Puerto Rico and other islands that are suffering and kind of trying to recover from the effects of Maria, which was the most recent hurricane that went through. And it hits home to this studio. I just had a conversation with my producer whose whole family is there. And he's having trouble reaching them and finding out, what their situation is like and, what they have, what they don't have, how to get the things they need to them is even a struggle. So his hands are tied. And so he just kind of asked if I might close my first segment with a song for him and for those like him that are thinking of those loved ones, trying to be patient, but also trying to find the best ways to help and to maintain hope and to encourage, and just sending all of our best thoughts to those that are in that situation. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in this world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. hope that brought a little comfort to those of you who have this on your heart, have this on your mind. I'm thinking of you, and please reach out to your community. That's what we're talking about today, ways that we can get engaged. I think we're actually going to be talking about ways that our guest today and her business that she represents, Kendra Scott, is active in our community, trying to help those that are in this place, that are just looking for positive ways to reach out, connect, and assist those in need. So stick around. I can't wait to introduce you to Lisa Stone here in the studio with me tonight. We're just going to take a quick commercial break. We'll see you after. Are you a music therapist or part of the music therapy community? If so, we're excited to announce Aria. Aria is a mobile app that provides tools, resources, and community for today's modern music therapist. You can plan, implement, and share music therapy interventions with the community, keep track of your schedule and contacts, and learn from other members in our community section. Best of all, Aria is free. Visit arianow.com to get started today. The Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute is a professional music therapy practice serving medical, community, and educational settings throughout Southeast Florida. With our experienced team of 11 board-certified music therapists, we use music and research-based therapeutic interventions to help individuals of all ages and abilities reach their goals and increase their quality of life. For more information on our services and programs, please visit our website at pbmti.com. Engage with us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or call us at 561-747-9944. You are listening to Palm Beach Music Therapy Connections. If you'd like to join the conversation, the toll-free number is 888-565-1470. Now back to the show. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching tonight. You are listening to and watching Connections. I'm your host, Bree Gordon. I'm so excited. My goodness, we've been trying this for how long now? It's okay. This is when things are really, really meant to happen, when they finally happen after months of trying, right? I love that. In the studio, finally, with this day, Lisa Stone from Kendra Scott. My gosh, thank you so much for being here, Lisa.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
It is. So let's go way back 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, is that how long the store in Boca's been open?
2015, May of 2015.
Oh,
was
wow.
the first.
Okay,
yeah.
so not quite
almost
that
three,
long ago.
but
Almost
3
3
years.
Almost 3.
Yeah,
Wow.
met shortly after there.
We're almost in 2018.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's
crazy.
wild.
Kind of, I don't even know what I was doing in Meisner. I think I was going to work from the Starbucks there, and I'm like, hey, look at that shiny jewelry store that, I belong to some Lily groups on Facebook. You can tell I'm a little bit of a Lily nut. And everyone's kind of pairing the Lily with the Kendra and all this. I'm like, I'm just going to stop in. And you were there, and a couple other women that work with you were there, and it was like a hug walking into your store. Seriously, I mean, I couldn't get over the experience from just, being with you ladies and just hearing your heart for not only what you love to do, which is, the brand and selling jewelry and helping girls feel good about being in this jewelry, but one of your first questions to me was, hey, are you involved in a nonprofit or a charity, or what do you do for work? We'd love to help you. We're new in this area. And, from there, we've been able over the years through a couple different stores to really work together. And I was so blown away by that, honestly. And I could see that wasn't a marketing pitch, for you guys. I could just see that, I've been in business for a while. I grew up in business, and the way that you all approached me and every interaction with anyone I've met from your company since then, from Kendra Scott since then, has had that same approach. So how is it that all of you are so wonderful? That's my first question. Let's just start there.
Well, all of the nerves are over now.
Yeah, right. It's fine. No pressure.
Gosh, I could ask the question right back at you, and I've got to be careful with my arm party. As you can see, I definitely represent a fashion jewelry company.
I love it.
Thank you so much for representing Kendra Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I have so much I could say because it's been so long since we chatted, and I guess let me back up just a little bit too, because just listening to your this show for a while too, and listening to your heart and what everything you stand for, that's what I've have the privilege and pleasure to kind of act upon in this role. I started kind of my career as a newbie with those rose-colored glasses, and I totally wanted to change the world and join the Peace Corps. Did my first abroad stint overseas in Nicaragua, realized humbly I needed my warm water and air conditioning.
Self-awareness is good.
Yes,
That's nothing wrong with that.
And my graduate school advisor at the time said you should look into United Way. So spent the last 5 years before joining Kendra Scott with United Way Worldwide in various cities, most recently in Tampa. And never thought that I would, kind of switch, had that heart for wanting to be a part of something bigger and greater than myself, and serving a greater good in the community. And never thought that I could have that same fulfillment in a for-profit role until Kendra Scott came a-knocking. And it actually started, through a Christmas gift and a birthday gift of getting beautiful pieces of jewelry through my family. And the more I heard about it and started looking into this company, I was at a point at United Way after 5 years of thinking, maybe looking or open to other possibilities that were knocking, whether I was thinking so or not. And found that there was this company, Kendra Scott, which truly is inspired. When you ask, how can y'all be so wonderful? It is truly a reflection of who our founder is. Kendra Scott herself is real. I am Lisa Stone. Many people do ask me, oh, are you Kendra Scott? No.
My mom's like, who's on the show tonight? I was like, Kendra Scott. She's like, really? I'm like, okay, let me back up a little bit. The brand Kendra Scott, but she is a person.
Yes, she is a real person who started this out of a vision in her bedroom, literally making the jewelry by hand, thinking of ways to make a supplemental income with, on bed rest and literally pregnant at the time. And she's been an entrepreneur at spirit, but always knew that whatever she did, she wanted to do good by that matter. And she's got a beautiful story, inspired by her family and her stepfather in particular, who really kind of instilled this mantra that, you can do anything you want to do, but do good in the process. And
awesome.
And giving back is that truest form of success. And sure enough, I had the opportunity from United Way to move here to Boca Raton to open up the very first Kendra Scott retail location. So she founded this company looking for an affordable niche for beautiful quality jewelry. The very first in Florida. Yeah, here in Florida. The 24th in the country, actually, at the time in 2015 when we just talked in May. But she was looking, there was an opportunity. She'd only been a web and wholesale business up until that point, and thought there was an opportunity to sell, as I mentioned, beautiful quality, colorful, vibrant jewelry, and something that could carry you or that you would be ready to wear from every point of your life, whether that was graduating from high school or to your wedding day, to beyond, to celebrating beautiful milestones along the way. And I guess long story short, behind that is she knew when she was thinking about opening up retail channels that if she did it, she wanted to do it differently. She knew giving back had to be paramount. If you're going to open your doors to that community, we're prepared and want to genuinely open our hearts and minds to that community to understand the local needs. So with every location she opens, we have a full-time community relations and event manager that I left Tampa for to join and started with the Boca. And as Kendra Scott has grown, and just in August, we opened up our fourth. So Boca was the very first retail location in the state of Florida, and now Palm Beach Gardens was the fourth. We're getting ready to open up Orlando in October.
Awesome.
And Jacksonville, Florida.
And you oversee all of these.
Correct. Okay. All of the east side of Florida, up all the way through Savannah, Georgia.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. It's a privilege and a pleasure. And the idea is that we have full-time community relations and event managers that I started as, and as our company's grown. And Palm Beach Gardens, as I mentioned, was the 65th location. So I just want to pause for a moment because you and I met in May or the summer of 2015, and it was the 24th retail location in the country, the first in Florida. And we are in 2017, September, and we just opened up our 65th retail location. And
That's amazing.
We are not kidding when we are the fastest growing women's fashion company in the country. And when you can turn on the news at any point and see, unfortunately, retail can be at times conceived as a dying industry. What I challenge and what Kendra Scott had the vision and inspiration to see was if you connect with their communities, and find reasons to turn your beautiful venues and stores, shiny jewelry, walk in and get that warm hug into free venues and ways to give back and connect and make a difference, that you can be a thriving and beautiful and vibrant company. And the results have proven for themselves as we're about to open up our 6th in Florida.
And congrats to all of you for that success. And it's so cool to see that, you know, good people doing well while maintaining those good values. Like, that has never changed from my experience, you know, and of you and some of your team members, because it's to sometimes no fault of people. It's easy to lose that when you get busy, and it's hard to hold on to those cores when that are easy when you're small and you're able to appeal to people on a person-to-person level. But that seems like it's unchanged through that process, through that growth. So that's amazing. How hands-on is Kendra Scott still in this process?
She is. She's still the guiding president, owner.
Awesome.
Yeah, majority for sure. Every day, she's the inspiration behind this. Our latest fall collections inspired by her latest travels to Italy.
It's very personal.
Very incredibly. And the values that we as these company and the employees, myself included, family, fashion, and philanthropy. And it's something so true to her and so true to every employee and to who we are as a company that we have, you know, the privilege and pleasure to execute upon, and get to introduce and connect with our community members around that. And Kendra Scott herself, you know, the last time I saw her was in February, and she's incredibly hands-on, continues to want to be an inspiration. Well, you know, probably she's going to be the person, as I am looking at my Kendra Scott nail lacquer.
I was noticing
she would have to pry away her Kendra Scott nail lacquer fingers from the company, because she's always in the design studio, always thinking innovative products and projects. We're a fashion jewelry company. Now we've got home goods, nail lacquer, fine jewelry, diamonds and real gold, and inspiration for what that could look like. Candles may or may not be coming with beautiful.
Are we getting like
insider scoop.
Oh my
insider
gosh.
scoop.
Oh, are we worthy?
That she is this incredible innovator and she wants to keep doing it. And she's so touched by also the community stories where we get a chance to connect. I think one of the first conversations we had and our first interaction was donating. Per her philosophy, when you talk about being so hands-on, she will say, people say she's nuts, but she will never stop because she has this philosophy of we will never say no to a donation, that we believe giving back is the truest form of success.
Speaking of that, really, really quickly, I want to announce we're going to go to another commercial break, but before we do, if you are watching, I'm just going to move this pile, not one nice thing that Kendra Scott brought today, this pile that I didn't take any of them yet, right? You see that I have not taken any of them yet. There's still a pile. I'm going to put this, I want to be accountable for this pile right now. A pile of beautiful jewelry. And we're talking like, not there's anything wrong with it, but not, okay, here's our $10, $20. No, you give these quality pieces with price points of $60 to $90 that you say, hey, your color for Alzheimer's is purple. This is the closest thing we've got to a purple right now, but we're coming out with a nail polish. You look to fit the message and the brand for the charities you're working with. Anyways, I could go on about that, but we have this beautiful pile here, and Lisa came with an amazing idea that's, again, just so giving. I just love you guys. If you purchase tickets to the Dancing with the Stars of Palm Beach event that I talked about, again, benefiting the Alzheimer's Association and the Alzheimer's Project, before this hour is up, and you can call into the show, or you can send me a message on Facebook or on our Facebook Live to prove that you've ordered tickets. you get to pick from our pile here. Or we pick for you because we're pretty good pickers, too. We have a pile. We also have a party opportunity.
Yes,
okay, so we're going to talk about this. I just want to tease you with a little bit of this. The pile, the party opportunity. So we've got a couple things, but not that many. So, hey, I mean, first four.
Sure.
Yeah, first four to call in or to comment on the Facebook Live video. That's facebook.com/connections by Aria. And you got to prove that you bought a ticket to the Dancing with the Stars event. Again, visit Old School Square in downtown Delray. You can either call them or check out their website for tickets. We got a little gift for you. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I want you to think about that for a little while. If these phones aren't ringing, I'm really starting to question if we've got crickets out there, and I know we don't. So this is a pretty sweet deal. Yeah. This is a really sweet deal, and I'm so thankful for Kendra Scott and for you for bringing this, to the show tonight. It's amazing. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're come back. I want to talk about some of the other charities that you're supporting in our area and abroad as well. Be right back. The Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute is a professional music therapy practice serving medical, community, and educational settings throughout Southeast Florida. With our experienced team of 11 board-certified music therapists, we use music and research-based therapeutic interventions to help individuals of all ages and abilities reach their goals and increase their quality of life. For more information on our services and programs, please visit our website at pbmti.com, engage with us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or call us at 561-747-9944. Are you a music therapist or part of the music therapy community? If so, we're excited to announce Aria. Aria is a mobile app that provides tools, resources, and community for today's modern music therapist. You can plan, implement, and share music therapy interventions with the community, keep track of your schedule and contacts, and learn from other members in our community section. Best of all, Aria is free. Visit arianow.com to get started today. You are listening to Palm Beach Music Therapy Connections. If you'd like to join the conversation, the toll-free number is 888-565-1470. Now back to the show. Thank you. I bet you do. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You're listening to and watching Connections. You know it's a good show when I've got to oh wait, hold on a second. We got to go back live. We're having such good conversation in the middle, and what we're talking about with my guest, Lisa Stone, who is the, I'm not looking at it. So the area manager for community relations and events.
Yes, well done.
For Kendra Scott. Southeast Florida, all eastern coast of Florida, all the way up to Savannah.
Yes, correct.
All the way up my evacuation route. For Irma and back down. I have a little PTSD thinking about that trip to Savannah right now, but it's okay. I should have stopped at the stores along the way. This would have helped everything tremendously. I was just sharing with you, Lisa, that growing up kind of humbly, where we didn't really spend a lot of money on brand name things or jewelry or clothes, things like that. We kind of saved our money for trips. I mean, it's become kind of like a big deal for my mom and I to gift each other Kendra Scott. This was not really something we did before, and it was just reading to Mom and Grandma watching. Thank you guys for watching, and that we've gotten each other. We both love the turquoise Elisa, so we've gotten that. And it's kind of like a little mother-daughter necklace now, and it's like we know if we know where our money is going, basically, and that's doing something good in our community. Those are companies I want to support, because I'm a pretty good. I was raised. My gram, who's watching, 95, works 5 days a week in our furniture and appliance store, family store, has since 1945. And so that's how I grew up. You buy local from mom and pop shops, and I get that feeling, even though you're talking about 64 and growing stores. I get that feeling when I walk into your store, which is pretty special. It's pretty unique. And so walk in it, it's aesthetically beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous to look at. It's nice and open. But every time that I've been in, there's been a sign out front telling me where a percentage of everything I purchase is going to. And if it's animal related, you've got dogs out there. And if it's the Girl Scouts related, you got the kids out there. And whatever it is, it's like you see in real time where your dollars are supporting locally in our community. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so then I met with Rachel, who I love you, Rachel, who's working at your new Palm Beach Garden store. she's like, yeah, I'd like to do like 5 of these a week. Can you help me find 5 like nonprofits a week to do? I'm like, yes, but holy cow.
Yeah.
And that's where her passion, excitement is coming from. So I know that you do some bigger, I think you mentioned breast cancer, that is kind of a bigger, more organized on a national level that you do. So I wonder if you could just talk about some of the national and also local events that you've supported through the brand.
Yeah, absolutely. We are so lucky. And I feel like that warm hug and that local feel is really, truly what we want to strive to be, is that, going back to that core value of family, we treat each other, we call it, per Kendra, the sister rule. How would it be if your sister walked through those doors? And that's how we treat each other, and we want to treat our community, which means getting invested and understanding what are the community needs. And we talked earlier on before May 2015 when Ms. Boca is open, and to date, that store has given almost $57,000 in cold hard cash through checks to hundreds of local nonprofit organizations, GoFundMe campaigns, personal causes.
Oh my gosh.
And then that's our longest, being that it's the first open store. Palm Beach Gardens just opened in August. They've given nearly $3,000 in just 6 weeks to local organizations. Wow. Miami is approaching $20,000 since November, just almost 2 years ago. And each of those collectively almost $80,000 in just cash checks through those local organizations. And that is anything. We are talking that organization that you are passionate about, Alzheimer's Association, Musical Therapy Institute, to the opportunity to your church, to a faith-based organization, a mission trip, to the opportunity to a GoFundMe, your neighbor in need, a child at your school, a PTA meeting, whatever it might be, that we are there to offer our space. These beautiful locations that you mentioned are so gorgeous, and they are stunning, totally inspired by Kendra's home decor inspiration. And they're, everything's meant to be touched, tried on, felt, and really feel that warm hug. And there's usually some bubbles and bites and sips and snacks.
Yes, I have seen that.
To do that.
And the manicures. Yes. And it's like, I love when Rachel's like, yeah, we can also do this. Oh, we can also do that. She's like getting excited talking about like what you guys can give.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah. And it's the opportunity just to create a customized, meaningful shopping experience, whether that's through an organizational network where we can donate 20% of our sales back and make a party out of it for free at no cost, where we're donating our venue, sponsoring the Bubbles and Bites or Sips and Snacks, or just looking at our venue creatively of if it's a board meeting, a committee meeting, or something fun, we can go off site and do a Kendra Gives Back pop-up shop. Or, you just want to throw your birthday party with us. We're, we'll get you the cake in Mimosa Bar.
And your birthday month.
Yes.
You could have off.
Yeah, you do. You do. Any full price item, any time during the month of your birthday, the month of your birthday month, come in and you get to 50% off any full price item. Yep. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it was in August, but thank you. I'll still accept that. I'm an only child, so I already subscribe to the birthday month idea. This just made it even better. At any point during this month, I get to go in there and treat myself.
And I encourage any men listening, you can come in and use your birthday discount for the lady in your life.
Yeah.
So during your double down if you can.
Definitely.
So
That's
if you've got a lady in your life, come in, get your birthday discount, and get 50% off for somebody, and you can always gift the gift.
I love that idea. That is such a good idea. And speaking of doubling down, if you are watching on our Facebook Live, facebook.com/connections by Aria, you see this lovely pile of the signature. What is this color?
Oh, teal. Yes, that's our beautiful.
Oh, wait, it's not fancy. I wanted there to be like this sea foam.
Turquoise. Yeah. It depends on who you want to ask. Turquoise teal.
Yeah.
There's probably a real name for it.
It's totally fine. I love it. It makes me excited. I know there's something beautiful inside no matter what the bag looks like. And we have literally a pile of jewelry here. And what Lisa has amazingly done is brought all of this here today. That the first, we're saying 4, but she's so generous. She's like, yeah, whatever. We'll make a party. We'll make it this. We'll make it happen. We have until 7. I'm sorry, you have, right, it's till 8. Yeah, that would be awful if we're like, oh, you missed the boat. Sorry. You have until 8 to call into the show, 888-565-1470, or to write on our Facebook Live post confirming that you have bought a ticket to the Dancing with the Stars of Palm Beach, benefiting the Alzheimer's Association and the Alzheimer's Project. So now you get to go to an amazing event next week. You get to watch me attempt to jive. So you've got that already in your ticket. And now you've got something from this beautiful pile of jewelry. And I'm talking like, again, this is not like, oh, this, was discontinued or this was, no, this is like your best sellers.
Maybe we pull it out. Maybe we pull it out. Some of it.
Do we dare? I like it. Okay, so we've got 3, I think, of this style that I have at least one of. Oh, wait, we got a couple of these. I love this. Oh my gosh, I'm like failing at this miserably. Okay. Please tell, because is this one of your best sellers?
Yes, okay. That is our signature rain or classic rain necklace.
This kind of goes with my lily dress, doesn't it?
Yeah, 14 karat gold plated over brass there.
I'm not sure
with
if that's
our
helpful.
Lovely coral.
I love that color.
Magnesite stone there.
Color.
And what I should add is what I was telling Bree, we'll make it work too with your comments or direct messages or whatever works best if you call in, as well as we can also talk about having a color bar party where you come visit one of our stores. We'll host you and your friends for a discount, and we'll sponsor some bubbles and bites. And
oh my gosh.
You can design each of the pieces she's showing can be designed in 4 different metals, 30 plus different stone combinations. So those are just 2 of them.
The druzy?
Yeah,
you can tell that I spent some time in your store. Oh. I have like 5 of these. It's fine.
And Elisa,
oh my gosh.
that is our most popular.
You'll
see that was actually just featured in People magazine as one of the top affordable quality pieces of jewelry you can give as a gift this holiday season.
So because we're both Dancing with the Stars, like actual Dancing with the Stars, not Dancing with Brie Thinks She's a Star competition, which is going to be great. Not to say it's not going to be great. Simone Biles wore Kendra Scott, the Elisa, like at every dance. Yes.
Every day.
I love that. I felt so cool. I was like, I have that necklace.
Yes.
She was, she was awesome. She looked so beautiful in it. And it was, just like you said, like you could wear it with jeans and a t-shirt, but she's in stunning dance costume. I mean, you see the costumes they went and wear, and it fit perfectly.
Yep.
It was beautiful. Really quick before we go to our next commercial break, I just want to ask: is there like a criteria if there's somebody listening or watching tonight that represents a nonprofit or is involved with their community or is involved in a mission trip or a travel team or whatever it is, and would like to contact one of the stores about an event? Is there some kind of criteria for?
No.
Okay.
That's something that, as we respond and look to our community, we will find a way to make it work. We just, obviously if it's a nonprofit, ideally it's a 501 tax-free, but it's an RC tax-free, but it's an opportunity as we've done GoFundMe causes, if there's a local community need.
Can you give me an example of that?
We recently in the Boca Raton market, did an opportunity for a 4-year-old who was diagnosed with inoperable brain cancer. And it was a GoFundMe page to help fund the medical bills.
Wow.
And we're a local family who had a network of beautiful community and neighbors who wanted to help rally behind that diagnosis and help that insurmountable cost feel a little bit more feasible. And we turned our venue into also a mini little silent auction. We had raffle baskets from neighboring businesses. This is also a call to other businesses, call to action. We're always looking for an opportunity to cross-promote. Will donate a color bar party, gift certificate,
awesome.
Vice versa if you want to do a raffle basket of one of ours. And it's an opportunity to meet and rise to wherever the need is, including Hurricane Irma and these relief efforts and October breast cancer awareness and local efforts going on here in our community as well.
And I imagine, the financial, obviously, what a gift for their friends and neighbors to do that, for the family to help alleviate some of those costs. But even just to give the family something to look forward to, I imagine, and a fun event like that. I don't believe that that's lost on them as well. I mean, that's just so much. You need to find joy in those moments, and jewelry brings joy. Yeah, it does. And here's what I like to really quickly. I want to mention. So if you're listening, we'll try to describe this to you. If you're watching, you can see that I am in obnoxious bright watercolors. Actually, they don't even show up as bad on the screen as how neon they are on my dress. Actually. And Lisa is in black and white.
Yeah.
And so if
but
you're
both decked out in Kendra Scott.
But both decked out. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're listening to me and you're like, I've seen you, Brie. You only wear the loudest colors ever. That's not me. This is not going to be a brand for me. It's working beautifully with the black and white and then the blue polish. And so neutrals, bright colors, subduing my bright colors with some neutrals. Everything in between. There really is kind of something for everybody.
Yep. Yeah. And the home goods, picture frames, beautiful trays, home decor, absolutely taking advantage of those natural stones, abalone, mother of pearl, exploring and having some fun. Everything is based and created, designed, not only inspirations from Kendra Scott herself we've the latest collection, the lion head she saw inspired all throughout Florence, Italy, or the crown detail that you'll see in our latest fall collection to winter, which is inspired by a lot of druzy and cubic zirconia and a lot of sparkle and bling of thinking about going out with your friends. But for the men, it's an opportunity, especially to think about gift guides as we're coming up in the holiday season, taking advantage of your birthday discount, and please just coming to us and engaging with us about what might be. There's no criteria. Going back to your original question, we are a community organization, business obviously, but first and foremost, we want to respond to the community need, and we open up our doors hoping that you patron us, but knowing we want to give back in our ways, so that that $80,000 that those 3 South Floridas have given, that's not even our donations. That's not our in-kind. And that's not the cost of sponsoring Bubbles or Bites or Sips and Snacks. That's above and beyond that. And so it's an opportunity to get creative. So, those GoFundMe, maybe it's that favorite Spider-Man cake and birthday balloons or your favorite color for or the wedding theme for your bridal party, and you and your bridesmaids come in and work at our color bar and design your jewelry for the big day. Or like you said, you're having an opportunity to give back. And even in time that's been such an unprecedented crisis, our company stepped up and recognizing what Harvey and Irma did. We're donating, and here in Miami and South Florida, $25,000 to the Miami Diaper Bank, on top of our own local engagement with the Kendra Gives Back opportunity and donations and supply drives that we do, which we have a beautiful place, and we want to offer it up as a venue. So whether that's housing, diapers, or canned goods, or pet supplies, as you mentioned, we did do that this weekend in Gardens. Bring us your pet supply donation, and you get 15% off, or a diaper in Boca Raton, and we'll give you 15% off your purchase. Or talk to us about throwing a party for fun or for a good cause.
Amazing. We still have our giveaway going on. If you can show us prove by phone or through Facebook that you've bought a ticket to the Dancing with the Stars event. We're going to take a quick commercial break, come back, and I'm going to Lisa, want to run through again how anyone can reach you. So we're going to talk about that. And please get in contact with a store. You don't have to be here in South Florida. They're all over the country. So we'll learn more about how to contact your local store right after this. Are you a music therapist or part of the music therapy community? If so, we're excited to announce Aria. Aria is a mobile app that provides tools, resources, and community for today's modern music therapist. You can plan, implement, and share music therapy interventions with the community, keep track of your schedule and contacts, and learn from other members in our community section. Best of all, Aria is free. Visit arianow.com to get started today. The Palm Beach Music Therapy Institute is a professional music therapy practice serving medical, community, and educational settings throughout Southeast Florida. With our experienced team of 11 board-certified music therapists, we use music and research-based therapeutic interventions to help individuals of all ages and abilities reach their goals and increase their quality of life. For more information on our services and programs, please visit our website at pbmti.com. Engage with us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or call us at 561-747-9944. You are listening to Palm Beach Music Therapy Connections. If you'd like to join the conversation, the toll-free number is 888-565-1470. Now back to the show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You are listening to and watching Connections. I'm your host, Brie Gordon. I don't know if it's as exciting to say this is my 101st show, but I'm going to go with it because I'm just getting more and more excited as this goes along. I just want to express how thankful I am for this opportunity for everybody listening and watching tonight, especially if you've just join us for the first time, we hope you'll keep checking in. You can check out all past shows at our Facebook Live. Facebook.com/Connections by Aria. If you are a loyal listener and viewer, and I'm so glad to have my mom and Graham actually watching together, which I don't know if they've ever been able to do before, so that's really special. I love you also if you're not my mom and Graham. I'm just calling them out, but like everybody who's joining us tonight, not only do I appreciate your support, but I'm so glad you get to hear about this message. Because again, this is why I love the programs. I don't know if everyone knew everything that you're saying. I've been involved with you guys for a couple years, just on kind of a community partnership level, and I didn't know everything that you're sharing. It's truly not just a feeling. Like, you really all do go above and beyond to truly give back to your community, while also just, I think sometimes it's as basic as just helping women, feel beautiful and get excited about things, and realizing that when you're talking about charity and we're talking about Alzheimer's Association, breast cancer awareness in October, a GoFundMe for medical bills, these are serious things. These are not all super fluffy, happy things. These are real things that all of us deal with in our lives. And what you all seem to be doing, to me, in my eyes, is reframing that a little bit and saying, hey, we know you're going through tough times. We know you're recovering from a storm, whatever it is. Here's how we can do something together to bring a little joy back in your life. And that's okay. And it's okay to feel joy. And while we're actually raising money and raising awareness to help you in the future, that's a beautiful thing. And it takes a village. Yeah. It takes those friends and neighbors getting involved and maybe reaching out to you guys and partnering with different stores in the area. That was one thing I loved about the karaoke event that we did at Meisner was, it was at the Dubliner, but all these different restaurants, gave gift cards. You guys gave us jewelry, and it was truly like Meisner came together to make this event amazing, which ended up being, I think, the second in Southeast Florida, the second highest in funds that we raised for that specific day. This longest day for the Alzheimer's Association, which was just incredible. And so thank you guys for being a part of it. We mentioned before the break that there is no criteria as far as if you are someone looking to partner with the brand, no matter where you are in the country. We're speaking specifically about some of the Southeast Florida stores, and you talked about some of the stores up in Northern Florida and in Savannah that you oversee. But there are stores all throughout the country, correct? Yes. Any outside of the country, or?
Not yet.
Okay,
not yet. We're working, yes, online, a web presence, hopefully.
Cool. Wonderful. So how would someone go about, reaching out to their local store and maybe starting this conversation?
Yes, absolutely. You can find everything on kendrascott.com through our Give Back. If you click on the Give Back icon, you'll be able to connect right there and see your local store. Or certainly I can even happy to share my information with you. Yes. Be able to email me or call me directly, and I can get you connected to the right store throughout the southeastern coast.
That'd be great. And how can people reach you?
Yes, Lisa, Leisa.stone at kendrascott.com, or my cell phone number. So I'm just going to put it out there, 727-798-9588. And they're happy to connect you in the right place if it's not me directly.
You're awesome. I love that your last name's Stone, too.
I got to think of who I married into for that one.
That's just so awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. It's like, of course that's your name as you represent these beautiful stones. So quickly walk us through this beautiful pile of teal and white that I'm looking at right now and salivating over, and what we're doing with this today.
Yes, absolutely. So those who are calling in, checking in, letting us know that you have purchased your tickets to Dancing with the Stars, we've got those fabulous giveaways for you. But I told Bree we couldn't stop there, that we've also got those if you're not quick enough with the mouse to click us or give us a call there, that we'll find a way to make it work and offer color bar parties throughout our stores in Palm Beach County or Miami, if you can make it work. But as I mentioned, we've got stores across the country. So if you're out of area and going back home on vacation, whatever it might be, let us know and we will connect you and offer $100 what we call a color bar party at our store, and bring your besties and come design a piece on us, and we'll have cupcakes and champagne out there for you if you'd like.
That's awesome. So I'm just putting this all together in my brain. If you are watching outside of the area and this is something that interests you at all, you can't physically be here for the competition. Again, the reason that it is in the middle of the day on a Thursday is because we really want to use this joy of music and dance to to bring a little bit of joy to some seniors in our area. So we've got seniors coming from local assisted living, independent living, adult daycare centers. And so maybe your gift of a ticket is a donation to a senior in our area that maybe wouldn't have otherwise been able to afford a ticket to go. You've now gifted, that individual a ticket. Maybe you have a family member down here you'd like to send. You get your jewelry or a party. It's good all the way around.
Yeah. No
one loses here. And we were talking about during the break too that our area is one of the areas, that has been affected by some of these storms. I would say that I personally feel grateful, for the damage that could have been, to our area. And it's impacted us all in different ways. But if you do find yourself in a position of looking for a way to help, this may not seem like the automatic way that you might, but think about just the idea of having something to look forward to. And again, some of these seniors, a lot of the seniors that I work with evacuated, came back. When I was working with them last week, it was a lot of confusion around just the change in schedule, the change of environment. So having something like this would be really fun for them or fun to treat your family member or your friend to. So I want you to keep that in mind also. And again, we are going to extend this because I'm getting the 2-minute countdown here. And she's not taking this with her. Like, she's entrusting me, first of all, wow, to get this in the right hands of the next few people that do buy tickets. Again, to Dancing with the Stars of Palm Beach, benefiting the Alzheimer's Association and the Alzheimer's Project. You can call Old School Square in downtown Delray or go on their websites for tickets. All right, in our remaining 2 minutes or minute and a half, Lisa, just one more time, how can people get in touch with you and get in touch with finding out more about Kendra Scott in general?
Yes, please check us out online, kendrascott.com. You can find our local stores there. You can reach out to me, Lisa, Leisa.stone at kendrascott.com. And no, we're always looking for ways to get connected and finding a way to give back. And
she's
we'll
not
definitely
kidding.
Find a way. Yes.
She's not just saying this. I can tell you from firsthand experience. She is actually here saying, here, I have something for you. Here, help this cause. This is why I love you guys. You do amazing things. I'm a loyal customer for life. I promise you that. Thank you for all you do. And thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me. And thank you, everybody, for listening.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week. Thank you for listening to Connections. We hope you enjoyed today's program and discover new ways to bring creativity into your home or place of work. If you have any questions for our host, Bree, or today's guest, please email them at bree@pbmti.com or call at 561-747-9944. Thank you for sharing the music with us.